Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So, we're not only going to look at the CM Bros Lycon guide for Jin, we actually are going to look at the breakdown for Jin's Lycon for the other erudition characters. So, of course, we have the real combat data as well as the theory crafting behind the best in slot for Jin, but also how Jin's Lycon is so damn good on other units as well. From a glance, you can already see. And guys, if you don't know about my channel, I cover a lot of Honkai Star Rail content. We also will be looking at a ton of CN content and trying our best to translate because they've been cooking a lot of stuff over there. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And let's get to it. So Jin's Lycon guide, as we know, it is the before dawn. Okay, so quick brief overview: increases the crit damage, increases the skill and ultimate damage, and after the user uses the skill or ultimate, they gain the Summoner's Corpus, which grants even more follow-up attack damage, which is crazy. So this is basically built for Jin. It's really good. In the simple breakdown, you can see that right at the top for Jin, this cone is going to be like a 30% damage increase compared to all the other cones. It's a massive in this composition, in this testing, it's only about 10% more, but this is more of a theory crafting guide maker, whereas this is theory crafting plus actual combat data. Okay, so if we take a look at this CN guide, you can see that it's straight at the top, and it is at the top for every single erudition character. Every single erudition character, and for some it's a bit more, but for units like Herta, unfortunately it's not going to be as strong. But for Jin, the star of the show today, you're basically looking at, if you want to pull a copy of Jin, ideally you grab a copy of the Before Dawn, just because it provides so much more. This pure stat plus the follow-up is just insane. Okay, but I know a lot of you clicked in this video probably looking at some of the other options available, right? Because, you know, if you didn't hit a lucky draw on the gym banner and you were forced to eat the hard pity and you failed 50-50, maybe you don't have enough resources. So can you still use Jin without the Before Dawn? The answer is completely yes. You can see that even though you lose about 30%, okay, there are free-to-play options. First of all, the other 5-star is going to be extremely good. You can see this is the Himiko cone. So every enemy on the field increases the attack by certain stacks, and if the enemy is inflicted by weakness break, the wearers increases the damage by 1. So this, the downside for this, okay, and not a lot of people tell you, is because for your Jin build, sometimes you don't get this damage dealt increase on the Lightning Lord, because it's a different unit. If your Jin goes and you inflict a weakness break, and if your Jin takes another turn, this expires, then unfortunately you're only going to get the attack boost, but not this damage increase, because it doesn't get applied to the Lightning Lord, right? Expires. So that's the downside. Okay, that is the downside. So in terms of the recommendations, okay, in terms of recommendations for free to play, there is a 4-star Lycon that we can take a look at, and it is in the Nameless Glory, which is the monthly pack, the monthly battle pass. It's called the Peaceful Day. So this is a 4-star Lycon, and after entering the battle, increases the wearer's damage based on their max energy. So max energy for Jin, okay, Jin actually requires a lot of energy to cast the ultimate, so max energy for Jin is 130, okay, 130. So compared to some of the other units that has 100 or something, Jin is really good. Max level 0.4% times 130. I mean, quick math, if we just do that, it will give you 52% in damage buff, all right, at max copy on the 4-star. So this is really good. This is really good. As you can see, it ranks 3rd pretty much across all of the Lycons. Okay, you can see that in the breakdown here, it's ranked 3rd, and it's ranked 3rd here, right? Now, looking at the other options, what if you don't have this Peaceful Day? Okay, if you don't have this Peaceful Day, there is another one. The other one is you can take a look at the Galaxy one. Let me quickly find. It is a free one, right? It is this one. Now, people are a bit conflicted on this, but I think this is definitely one that people should not sleep on. So the seriousness of breakfast. This one you can get it from the Forgotten Hall, so you can exchange it. All right, so it's quote-unquote a very much a free-to-play option. This one increases the wearer's damage. So again, damage increase scales very good in comparison to attack percentage late game. So this increases the damage by 24%, and for every defeated enemy, you get an attack boost of 8%, stacking up to 3%. So this is a max, right? Super Imposition 5. So 24% damage increase plus a 3 times 8, 24% attack boost. So this is really good, and you can exchange it. So it's really easy to get a super imposition level, and to exchange it, you simply go into the memory hall, going into your guide, and you can go head up the memory hall to exchange using the currency from there. So that's what they are recommending. All right, in terms of the CN breakdown, first of all, Before Dawn is the best. If you can grab a copy, do grab it. You'll never lose out on it, because you can just use it on other erudition characters later on. And of course, after that, Schemical, and after that, the Peaceful Day, and Super Imposition 5, the Seriousness of Breakfast, is the stacking one if you can get it. So that is the breakdown. Okay, that is the breakdown. To take a look in this combat testing, they also took a look at oh, that was Jing in the background. They also took a look at the other one. I believe they took a look at the Peaceful Rest, so I'll just briefly touch base on it. This one isn't obviously that big of a free-to-play option in comparison. So this one is, if we take a look at the erudition one, it is the let me just make sure I have the right one. It's the Genius. Yeah, this one. So increase attack to wearers by 16%, and when defeats enemy, increase the crit damage by 24% by 3 turns. 3 turns buff is quite significant for Jin, especially, you know, sometimes if you're doing a speed build, you're going twice before the Lightning Lord. So the 3 turn buff is a bit better in terms of, for example, a Himiko Cone, whereas it's 1 turn. But again, in comparison to the other ones they took a look at, the Peaceful Day and as well as the Seriousness of Breakfast, not ideal. Okay, not ideal, because, you know, this is damage increase. Again, scales better than attack. Anyhow, I don't want to dive too deep into this, because, you know, the data is there. We just have to take a look and look at what is the best option. Again, if you have Before Dawn, use that. If not, you know, you have your other options. If you have the Nameless Glory, you haven't exchanged it, pick up the Peaceful Day. And if you have the option to exchange your Forgotten Hall, then you can pick up the Seriousness of Breakfast. So anyhow, it's TimaeuSS here, and let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.